look at she survived a broken finger, a bruised finger. Why are there not statues dedicated to this woman? She barely survived a bruised finger.
That's funny.
Now, they had some sort of spat. They keep showing this picture. I don't really know what it is. There's maybe a little bruise. I mean, her finger is probably broken here, is what her finger is, very bruised. That looks like a broken finger. Okay, I've survived about 7 of them in my life. Where's my statue? But that does not look good. Cut behind the ear. That looks like it's probably from her earring getting pushed up there. But again, this little spat they had, I'm less inclined to care about. But the text messages after were pretty much an admission of guilt.
No, and there's no such thing. See, this is why I disagree with the TheQuartering. There's no such thing as pretty much when it comes to a court case, my man. Right? Looks can be deceiving. Right? There's a lot of times where something might look up a certain way, or we could presume something. It's never the appropriate thing. That's never the appropriate way to handle something.
Pretty bad, where he's like begging her, but don't go to the hospital. He says, after their fights, Majors would threaten to end himself, which is super manipulative. And he would say that he had to put actions into place to already do so. He also said, I'm a great man. I do great things for me, but my culture. He said he needed a woman that supports me, a great woman who would make sense. He was like,
Jonathan Majors was talking like he was Martin Luther King, bro. He was talking like he was super like, I'm changing up culture for the nigga. No, you not. To my knowledge, I didn't see the super pro blackness until the court case started, bro, to be honest. But to be honest, I don't care. I just don't like fake-ish. So I will say that. Like he sounds crazy saying that. Like he's Malcolm X.
He sounds like a psychopath.
Sounds delusional.
Once you see all the text messages and you see how delusional he is.
He does sound delusional. He don't sound like he's an abuser though. But he does sound like a crazy person that just thinks that he's like Malcolm X. But that don't mean that he did that though.
You lose a lot of respect, you lose a lot of like that benefit of the doubt. Describing the dynamic of the relationship, she said he was confusing because I felt scared of him, but depended on him. I promised him I would never tell anyone what went on. Now, I guess you can make the argument that there's always a first time for everything to happen. But in general, I mean, if you're caught on camera pushing a woman around, or if a woman is, pushing a man around, it's probably not the first time that's happened.
She probably put
like when you get the divorced couple who finally just doesn't give a frick anymore. And
she probably was putting hands on this man the entire time, bro. Probably. Also, hit the like button, guys, if you can. Subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on my other platforms, Rumble and all that good stuff. And also, gotta start doing more commercials for myself. Sign up for my Patreon for $1. Yeah, as low as $1, man. Got a lot of bonus stuff on there as well. And I'm about to start going hard with bonus content in general on Patreon, as far as like a bonus show and maybe some exclusive live streams where I'm taking requests from the fans, right? Things like that, right? More fun stuff on my Patreon. But yeah, I had to promote myself a little bit.
Starts arguing in front of their friends. It's really uncomfortable. Or like when you have a parents that finally just stop hiding behind, moving their arguments outside. So they argue in front of their kids. It's not the first time they've argued. It's not the first time,
That's one hell of an analogy.
Any of this has happened.
But yeah, I do think that she was putting them paws on him for a while. I do believe she chased him more than once. This wasn't the first time she chased him around. I think she was chasing him around on a regular basis. That does sound about right.
Trying to pry my phone out of my hands when that wasn't successful, he put his arm behind my back, putting her behind her back. He said that Majors began peeling her fingers off the phone and was twisting her arm. He said, trying to make me feel pain.
This was crazy. She's saying all of this as you're holding on to his property and refusing to let go. If you were in such pain, like, he did this and it, Why were you refusing to let the damn phone go? You saying that he did all of this maneuver and you still was like, I refuse to give him his property. I'm not gonna do it. I refuse. You're a sicko. What's wrong with you? You're not no damn victim, right? Like, that sounds crazy. If someone pinched me because I grabbed their property, they're getting their property back, right? Even though you shouldn't be getting physical. But according to the law, you can get your damn phone back, right? Like, what's wrong with her? If all of the stuff that she's alleging is true, why would you keep the phone? Why would you keep holding on to it? Why wouldn't you just let the damn phone go? You sound crazy, bro. But no one's going to point that out because she's a woman, right? That sounds stupid.
Next, I felt a really hard blow across my head, making a swiping motion. I mean, she tried to fend the majors off. The car stopped and they both got out. I believe that happened. You know, I believe we've seen the security cam footage. We've seen all this kind of stuff. You know, again, volatile relationship. Did she egg him on? Maybe. But a man's got to know better.
Egg him on? The fuck are you talking about, Quarter? My bad. I wasn't even trying to curse. Was you trying to egg them on to get his phone back? Give him his damn phone back, bro. She took his, she assaulted him, right? She took his property, assaulted and robbed him. Yeah, snatch someone's phone and just be like, well, it's mine. You can't get it. And then cry victim. He twisted my arm and that didn't work. Then he twisted my wrist and I still didn't let the phone go. Let the phone go. You know what should have worked? Give me my phone back. Okay, no problem. Here you go. This is your property. In fact, you know what should have worked? Her having some damn manners and not snatching his phone in the first place. That's something that maybe would have worked. I don't know. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. But I think that maybe she should have just gave him his damn phone back or never took his property in the first place. Right? And how you, damn, he went from that to Megan Good. My nigga, you should have been with Megan Good in the first place. All right? No disrespect, you know. Everybody has their own preference. But that's Megan Good, bro. She was in Cousin Skeeter. Cousin Skeeter. She good everywhere. She good everywhere. She be wilding out sometimes, though. She need a better leader in her life.
A man's got to know better. You can't put your hands on a woman. You can't be putting your hands on, you know, especially when you're talking about, you know, you can't hide behind the race card then. Now, this woman covered for him for a very long time, but I don't, you know, it doesn't look good. And then Marvel dropped Jonathan Majors after he's found guilty of harassing and putting his hands on his ex-girlfriend. There's obviously enough for this to go to trial, criminal trial, right? And this is somebody that the video is not great. The altercation is not great. He definitely put his hands on her. Was it a single momentary lapse? I doubt it. Here's the security cam footage. He lifts her up and throws her in the car. If you're watching, and you can see
that was a throw. Oh damn. Okay, I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna say he lifted her up and tried to place her in the car. I wouldn't say that's a throw, right? Should he have lifted her up in the first place? Probably not. I don't think it was a wise decision, especially after the fact. I think it's the best decision to probably just leave, go away, call the cops, things like that.
He's literally trying to get away from her at one point. This is why I say, like, a lot of this is like two psychos getting together.
He's trying to get her to get away from him.
Pushing her off him. She keeps chasing him down the street. All this kind of stuff. Like, if you watch, they get out of the car because they had clearly been fighting in the car. He lifts her off the ground, pushes her back in the car. Okay. Now, I don't know if
she pushed her back in the car, did he throw her in the car? Right? Like, there's these different things, bro. You got to be real clear.
He was attacking him in the car or whatever the case is. You know, and then he's got his arm around her here. I mean, they're tussling. Then they go to another camera and he tries to grab something and run away. Maybe it's the cell phone. The driver here, they left the door open. I mean, the situation does not look good. And he does look like he was putting his hands on her. And then the part later where he's literally running away from her and she's chasing him down the street. Who even knows what in the heck was going on? I mean, I've definitely dealt with people in my life who say.
All right. Shout outs to TheQuartering. Go and check out the full video on his channel. I will link the source. I disagree with him on a few points, right? I think we have enough context to know that this lady was crazy. We have enough context to know that they definitely got it wrong. I don't think that he should have got any charges, actually. I think the only one that should have been charged was her. I think that she should have been charged multiple times. This should have been reversed. But we live in a world where they just assume that the man is automatically a supervillain. But that's my personal opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section, man. Let me know. I do think that both of them were just in a toxic relationship, though. Gotta agree with that statement. 100%. 100%. Hey, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Now, if you have some extra time, can you do me a favor? Check out my music. I rap, I sing, and I make beats. All of that should be linked in the description. Also, if you want to watch me live stream, you can check me out on bxbeastboy Live. That's another YouTube channel. It should be linked to my homepage. And you can check me out on Twitch and Rumble. I'm streaming on all these platforms, man. Trying to just get out there. Also, if you want to support me, you can sign up for my memberships on my channel, as well as my Patreon for as low as $1. You get exclusive access to a bunch of videos early before you even get it on YouTube, as well as videos that's not ever going to be on YouTube. Stuff that actually got me suspended and banned. It's kind of my anti-cancel culture fund for bxbeastboy. You know what I mean? And it also helps me get resources for certain video essays and things of that nature. Check that out if you're able to. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and join my Discord if you are able to, man. The link should be somewhere within my description or somewhere on my channel. I would really love to see you there, man. That's where you get a chance to talk to me and the rest of my supporters, man. I appreciate you guys. Bang, gang, out.